Did Coppinger ever get a credential after that? He was like, get him the fuck out of here. He was like, oh yeah?
What do you mean you wonder if she, of course.
He has? I'm just saying, bro. Yeah. Bob seemed very upset that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was upset. He seemed very upset. But we're going to go jumping straight into our next interview. And this particular fighter trains out of Bones Adams Gym, correct, Bo? Is this the Lithuanian?
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. Oh, yeah. I think I seen him spar at Top Rank. I think I seen him spar at Top Rank. So, do we have the...
Yeah, I got his box rec pulled up. So, Arturo Izquierdo. Izquierdo.
6-2. How many knockouts?
2 KOs. And then he just had a victory. Oh, shit, he's been out the ring a while. Okay. Well, yeah, we definitely gonna get to be
Send me that link.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be able to talk to him.
Hey, man, we staying true to our model. Big, little, small, interview them all.
Interview them all,
you know,
baby.
Especially if you are in Las Vegas, whether it's locally visiting. You know, we definitely want to get you on the Breakfast Club of Boxing. ¿Cómo está? Gracias por venir. ¿Lo encontraste fácil?
Sí, yo vivo cerca de aquí.
Okay.
Oh. Do you speak English or habla inglés or?
Sí, inglés.
Okay, so we'll do it.
Oh, so you good with the English?
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it in English.
I mean, Costa Rica is, you know.
Have you been out there, Ness?
Absolutely not.
Damn.
I've done many searches. Many searches to Costa Rica. The thing is that the resorts are always more expensive than the Dominican Republic, than Jamaica, and even Mexico. So I always end up going to my nice other 3 Caribbean islands, but I've always wanted to go to Costa Rica. They actually have a lot of nice resorts, so one day I will make it. I dated a Costa Rican woman, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Arturo, how are you, man? Thank you for joining us.
Everything good. Getting ready, or staying ready, actually.
Getting ready for me? Oh man,
wow.
I appreciate it. Yeah. You could bring those on. I appreciate it. Yeah, bring those on. I appreciate the gift. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh man, y'all funny as hell. Y'all got the Mexican. Yo, shout out to y'all, bro. I appreciate it.
So you drink Coronas?
Nah, but I will this weekend.
There you go.
Got it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, brother.
You guys are official.
Yeah,
I hope that mean he got me some Red Bull. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
So how long have you been in Las Vegas?
I think 5 years.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So you've been here a long time.
Relatively, but yeah, it has felt like a long time.
I mean, you're definitely settled in.
Yeah. Well, now I'm even married.
Oh wow. So you got married here in Vegas?
Yeah.
You met your wife here in Vegas?
Yeah, I was giving her a boxing personal lesson.
Look at that.
We ended up together.
This guy, he knows this was coming. The minute you said that, I know in the back of his mind, he's like, fuck, he's going to bring it up. He tells me he can't find a woman in Vegas. This is the worst city to find a woman. And look, he found love, baby. Tell us all about it. So you were training her, and then, I mean, you know, we were just talking to a trainer. We're not going to say his name. And we asked him the same thing. Like, hey, do you date your clients? He's like, oh, no, I try not to do that. How'd you cross that line? Well, was it her that made the...
Yeah, she did this.
Oh, she made... Which... Tell me about it. What, you shy now?
Like, I could tell that she clearly liked me.
Okay.
I wasn't... You know, initially I wasn't like a...
Student, please. Thank you.
It was like a professional way that I would approach everybody. But... What can I say? Like, life puts you in certain situations sometimes that stuff ends up happening, you know, like, though I was in a very bad situation in my life, and a friend of mine invited me to a bar to go for a beer, and he called her, and that's where it all started.
Oh, so
you already knew her because you were training her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's at this bar with you.
Yeah.
So you knew it's like, all right, this is my time. I have to at least talk to her
Well, of course.
outside of, business.
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
Completely great. Like, let's say we started, when we got together, a month later, we ended up getting married.
Holy smokes. So you wasted no time.
Well,
Wow. So that's definitely love at first sight.
yeah, we've been married for 4 years.
Wow.
So right after you got out,
What did your mother say? You're Latino. What did your mother say?
No, they all gave me their blessings.
After a month?
Yeah.
Bro,
Wow.
No, I was gonna say I don't know how it is in the DR, bro, but I feel like in Mexico, I feel like that's some normal shit. Like you meet a girl, they get married, they're like 17, and then they just start having kids.
But my country is not normal, but
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, cause I'm serious. In Mexico, like my dad has nephews that are like 16 and already got.
No, I mean, listen, I get what you're saying. Definitely older men date younger women in my country.
No, not just that. I'm just saying, regardless, they get. I feel like shit happens just fast and young and.
I guess, but not in America.
No, definitely.
A month is quick,
yeah.
So did you guys move right in together?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As soon as we became like girlfriend and boyfriend, I moved in with her.
That's crazy.
But
But it's been going great.
Yeah, it's just that.
How's it changed you for your career? How's it made you better as a boxer?
Oh, I fight for her. I
Okay.
train for her. Everything is motivated to give her a better life.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of a long story.
We got time.
But I was, I had been homeless for 8 months.
Out here.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was sleeping at a gym. I'm not gonna say the name, but it was a very rough time, And she invited me to go to start going, living in her place. And it all fell.
Right.
It worked. It felt right. No, that's a blessing.
So why you got 2 wedding rings on?
No,
that's
just
not-
one.
But it's like 2 fingers.
Yeah, he got one wedding ring and then he got a ring on his middle finger.
They're like 2 bands, though. Come on. It's like 2 wedding bands. Like,
Well, they were initially. This one was a wedding ring too, but
and see, there's a story behind everything, Danny. So
Yeah,
who you were married before?
no, not to nobody.
Oh,
No, it was our wedding ring, but this one got stretched, and I had to get a new one. And since this finger is bigger, I put it there.
damn. Okay. So he just goes like this. Stay away. He's committed.
Yeah.
But talk to us, man. You've been out here 5 years fighting, but you've been out the ring since 2019. So obviously it's been 3 years. Talk to us what's been going on with your career.
Yeah, what happened, like, how can I say it? Like, the 2 fights that I lost was during the time that I was homeless. I had to, I was struggling to eat, and I made very bad decisions, right? And then after that, I haven't stopped training pretty much ever since I started at 12. But then after I got the comeback fight, there was like 7 fights that fell through.
Oh, wow.
And it was during a long period of time. And for most of them, I had contracts. I have already done the medical,
clearing and everything.
yeah, everything. And then it would fall at the last moment.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Anuel.
So you said they would fall through at the last one. 7 fights.
Yeah.
So are you not with a promoter, a manager, anything like that?
In that moment, I wasn't with the manager.
Okay.
So who you with now?
Miguel Diaz.
Okay. Shout out to Miguel. I like him.
Yeah, he's the best, man.
Mm-hmm.
Legend.
How'd you connect with him? Man, I really like that, man. You're the second person he's given an opportunity to that, let's be real, record doesn't indicate you deserve an opportunity.
Yeah.
So, wow. I'm liking Miguel more and more.
Yeah, like I met him at
He helps
top rank.
Jalen Phillips.
Oh, he helps him? Oh. I hadn't seen him.
And he's changed him. That boy looks good now in sparring. You seen his last sparring, Danny?
Huh? Nah, I don't think I did. I have seen him spar since his last fight, I think in April, and he's looked good for sure at top rank.
Miguel's changed him. It's crazy because I thought Miguel was a manager, but he's like a trainer too.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
I have a trainer, but he can come inside of our preparation and of our sparrings and all that to give advice, you know?
Miguel is shocking because he's pretty old too. I wonder who he's giving all that knowledge to. He's decent, man. I'm telling you, I've seen a huge improvement in Jalen. I'm telling you, somebody's gonna get slept with Jalen. Why? They're gonna think his record is what it is, and he's gonna get them.
Yeah.
He's looking really good right now.
Oh, and after the fights fell through, then I made what I thought it was a good deal with a certain manager that promised me certain stuff that never materialized. So I even ended up wasting more. I ended up wasting more time.
Now you're out of that situation.
Yes.
Did you get out of that alone, or Miguel also helped you out of that?
No, I got alone.
Okay.
Yo,
So, okay.
yeah, no, I just wanted to ask, obviously, despite any record, despite the inactivity, you have had some great experiences here in Vegas. I know.
Hell yeah. I seen him working all the time.
I know you were part of Floyd's camp once, correct?
Yeah, for the Mcgregor fight. It was crazy.
Talk to us about how that opportunity came about and just the whole experience.
Well, I came to Vegas straight to the Mayweather gym, and
It's your chair. Put your right hand down and grab that handle and stick it in because it's allowing it to rock. That's what it is.
Oh, no, that's not one of those. That's a different chair, remember?
it's okay. I'll see it differently.
Okay.
So I came to the Mayweather gym, and the idea was getting signed with Mayweather. So I asked people, like, so what's the deal? How can I make this happen? A lot of them, including Badu Jack, said, like, just spar in front of him. And if he likes you, done deal, you know?
Which is true.
And it took a long time for Mayweather to come to the gym. It was preparation every day, and I'm like, you know, like, when is this gonna happen? And then one day came Gervonta Davis and Floyd, so it just, like, the gym got filled up and stuff. I was trying to get a sparring, nobody wanted to spar.
So you had to spar Tank.
I was told by a friend of mine to go, to go ask Tank for sparring. So I was like shitting myself, you know. I had never sparred with a world champion until then, you know. And I went to the dressing room, and it was Floyd and Tank alone. And I asked Tank, you know, I gathered up my balls, and I asked Tank, like, can I spar with you? You know, Mayweather asked me a few questions, maybe like 4 questions. I don't remember all of them, but it was like, how old are you? What weight are you? And
Maybe
your record?
no, he asked me like if I was professional or something like that. And I answered everything real quick because with Mayweather, you can't waste words, you know? Mayweather said, they looked at each other, and Mayweather said, okay, go get ready. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to spar with Tank. That's good. You know, I was looking forward to it. I was nervous, but it's part of the sport. You know? So I go, prepare myself, get everything set for sparring. And Mayweather, instead of Tank, Mayweather comes with all the sparring gear on. He gets in the ring, and he's like,
What?
yeah.
Damn, that's amazing.
And
So you thinking you're gonna spar Tank, and Mayweather's like, nah, I'm gonna give you that opportunity.
Yeah, and we did 5 rounds because Mayweather wasn't in full shape. it was at a time that the McGregor fight was just like a
thought,
like a rumor.
Yeah,
A rumor.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So I sparred him. We finished. He liked how I worked. He got all my information, like the secretary or one of those girls. You know?
Yeah, his assistant.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And after that, they started calling me 3 times a week.
For sparring.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what happened though? I mean, you auditioned in front of the man himself. Why no deal? Why nothing?
I asked him 3 different times. He said, yeah, don't worry, I got you. He said, it wasn't like within a few days. It was like during months. Like once we were deep into the camp, I don't know. He just kept saying yes. And
Nothing
as soon as
happened.
the fight materialized, like his fight, he vanished. And I never got any news.
So you didn't stay as the sparring partner for the McGregor fight?
No,
What-
I stayed the entire time. But after the
Oh,
fight
you mean after
happened-
the fight happened, he vanished?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't continue to go to the Mayweather gym?
Yeah, I waited for him for like 8 months.
Whoa! You kept going to the gym 8 months after the fight.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Fucking persistence, bro. I'm still reaching out to people a year later that don't respond. You got to. Shout out to you.
Thank
You
you.
waited. You tried. You tried, man.
Well, I came here to box.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So 8 months went by. You tell yourself, fuck it, I gotta leave this gym. Where do you go now?
I went to, like, there's no problem if I say gym names.
No, we don't have a problem
Nah.
if you say gym names.
Okay. I went to City Athletic.
Oh shit, I knew. Once you say is there a problem, I knew it was there. What happened? So what happened over there with good old Harmon?
I don't want to get in detail with that.
Motherfucking
you know?
Harmon, bro. Somebody gotta do something. It was Harmon? He did something?
Maybe.
Motherfucker's terrible. That's crazy. Everybody got the same. I'm shocked. We the first people putting this shit on blast. I'm shocked that everyone talks about him and no one knows now. But motherfucker, we got you. He's terrible. He's terrible.
nah, you know
he's bipolar. He kicks motherfuckers out, brings them back in, tells you he owns you. He's your boss. He's your manager.
yeah.
What the fuck? Somebody better get his ass out of there before that gym end up closed.
But I...
No, and I seen what y'all did with that woman. I got the motherfucking video. I know what y'all doing over there. Get y'all shit together.
But, you know,
Terrible.
even though we ended up in very bad terms, I can tell you that he helped me a lot for the time.
Yeah,
that
they
I
say
was
he's a
home.
nice guy whenever he's not bipolar. Because
Yeah.
today he might be nice, tomorrow he goes crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right. He should not be doing that. Fucking with people's life out here. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So
It's
you-
just,
so
I hate abuse.
Yeah, no, seriously. So then, okay, you get to City Athletic. How long were you there before you went to Bones, or where'd you go after?
From there, we went with my wife. We tried Barry's boxing, and over there, there's no real opportunity. It's more like an amateur gym and stuff. You try to always look for hard sparring. You know, like while I was at City, I sparred with Jose Benavides. You know, David's brother.
Yeah.
I sparred with Ugas. And that's the type of sparring I need. you
No,
know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Being Costa Rican, why didn't you go to Salas?
I tried.
What happened? He didn't want
Didn't
you?
look at me.
Huh?
Yeah. As soon as I came here, like within 1 or 2 weeks, like as soon as I came to America, I had to get used to like the dry weather. And my throat would hurt a lot, like when I would breathe, when I would get agitated. But yeah, I tried it.
So he's seen you during that period of your adjusting.
Yeah.
So you think he thinks you're not good enough right now?
He told me that I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually told me that, but then nothing happened.
Have you ever sparred his fighters?
Ugas,
Well, yeah, Ugas. What's your weight?
147.
What?
Okay, so you spar Mendoza too.
No, I haven't sparred
No?
him. No, only Ugas. At least that I can remember. Well,
I saw you with pictures with Devin Haney. Now that you're at Bones, he's trained there a lot. Have you gotten any rounds in with Devin?
fuck yeah.
He said, "Fuck yeah."
Like I have done with Ugas, Benavides, Tank.
What? Jose, you mean?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he said.
Okay, okay.
So, Ugas, Benavides, Tank, Mayweather, Sean Porter,
Wow.
Rances Barthélemy, Devin Haney.
What you think of Rances? Slow down. What you think of Rances?
He's very good. Very smart.
Does he have the power? You think he has good power?
Yeah.
Because you know he's about to fight Gary Antoine Russell. You know Gary Antoine Russell?
Yeah, there's going to be a very rough fight for him.
For
Very
Rances.
hard, yeah.
For Rances.
But I want him to win.
Man, he tagged me in some sparring. I wish I could go through the video and punch on my fucking self. He left Vegas to go spar that kid. You seen that kid he sparred?
Oh, he went to Miami.
Yeah. He left here to go down there to spar some fucking young. I don't know who that kid is. And that's the conversation I had. I said, why is you going to Miami? Who the fuck you gonna spar in Miami? Like, I think people not telling these guys the truth. Like, what are you doing in Miami? Who the fuck is out there really as a 140 pounder?
I know his trainer lives there.
Bring his ass over here.
He has done that before, but I don't know. I have no idea why.
Me neither, bro.
I think he likes.
I wish him luck. That's gonna be a tough ass fight.
It's so funny that
I gotta check. Is the line? When does that fight come out?
That fight is on.
It. They postponed it.
So when?
What?
I don't know.
I thought it was on the Danny
No, they
Garcia.
just announced it.
I thought it was July 30th.
Okay,
on the
so
Danny
there's no
Garcia.
line yet then.
I thought it was on the Danny Garcia Jose Benavides undercard. I thought, but it's funny you're wearing that shirt. Let me tell you why. Austin, let me get a screen share. It's funny you're wearing that shirt. Obviously, that same shirt you were wearing in sparring with Devin Haney. Well, I'm assuming this was after sparring. You both have your gloves on, and the caption says "work day." So when I asked you, you said, "Hell yeah!" You know, talk to us about that sparring because that's the smallest name you've mentioned. Excuse me. Every other fighter you mentioned was bigger fighters. So what are you doing sparring Devin, or how has that been?
Well, I was with a trainer that is part of his camp.
Who, Rodney?
Rodney. Yeah.
Okay.
He's great.
Yeah,
You know,
I like Rodney.
It just didn't really work out between us. It's like, you know, like getting a girl. You can get the best looking girl that if you guys don't match,
Yeah.
it's not really worth it. And we didn't match, but I don't have anything bad to say about him. You know, he's good. It just
didn't work out, and that's fine.
yeah,
you know.
he got me the sparring, and well, that shit was very hard. I don't think he's a I guess he wasn't unified back then,
No.
but for me he was already a big name, you know.
I mean, he was already a world champion.
Yeah, and
Actually, this picture, he was definitely world champion.
yeah, and if you see him, if you see a boxer coming to the gym in a Rolls Royce and shit like that, you can tell that the name has to be big enough. You know, even if it's not his money and it's like his father's or something like that, you know, you're already in a position to have a Rolls Royce, and that shit is just crazy.
So how was that work? I want, before we talk about the work, I want to know, you watching the fight, right? You're watching him fight George Kambosos. What did you think of him using that jab? Were you saying like, damn, Kambosos needs to do X, Y, Z because you've been in there and you know what to expect? Or were you just mesmerized with the fact that Devin was able to control the whole fight with the jab?
No, I told everybody around me, Devin Haney is gonna win by decision. I know he's not gonna knock him out because he doesn't punch hard, but he's fucking fast. His jab, there was some times that you don't even see it like starting. Your head just tilts back, you know. But I got him a good amount of times very hard, you know. And even though I didn't win the sparring, and I wanted to do it more, you know, when I get challenged like that, I can be completely reliable to come whenever you say, you know, until I fucking beat the shit out of you. And
So you wanted some get back.
yeah, but there's no problem. You don't win every single sparring, you know. Like,
It's funny because him and I have had that argument. I don't look at it, or I haven't looked at sparring like, oh, I won sparring, and he's like, fuck no, you either win or you lose a sparring. And it's funny you said like, yeah, even though I didn't win the sparring. So hearing you say that, you look at it the same way.
Bro, and fighters do too. I'm telling you, they might tell you, nah, we go into the work on things. Yeah, your coach wants you to double jab and slip, but he don't want you to just double jab and slip the whole fight. You got to still win that fight.
But you gotta see it as pretty much it's a practice fight. So you gotta see it from an actual fight angle, you know, and the way
What's your opinion on headgear? Very experienced coach tells me that headgear is only to protect you from cuts in preparation. It's not really to protect you from the force of the punch.
It does protect. Like I have done a lot of sparring without headgear, and it does hurt a lot more. You know, it doesn't shake you more.
Yeah.
But you can feel like, you know, like
the leather,
the bones.
Oh, the bones. Yeah. Wow.
That's one of my favorite feelings, actually, when I hit somebody and I feel like the facial features.
The facial features, I love it. I love
Yo, Jemmy's gonna put like a skull now.
All right, I love it. So, how many times did you get to spar with Devin?
I don't know, 1 or 2, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
A lot of rounds though.
Maybe 2, 6 rounds like that. Normal.
Each time, 6 straight.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you got good stamina.
I have to, you know.
Well, I was gonna say, I've seen Devin spar hundreds of rounds, and usually it's like they got 3 guys on rotation, so it'll be like you do 4, you do 4, you do 4, 3, 3, 3, and then they'll bring the first guy back in for the last 3. So if you're doing 6, you clearly doing good enough to
stay in there with him. For his father to keep you in there, because you know he would rotate you out. So again, you're working with Miguel Diaz. Does he have something lined up for you now?
We're working on that. I'm just staying ready. Like I said, like I'm just staying in fight shape because I know something. Like a fight is happening very soon. I just don't have that concrete date or anything, so I don't want to say like it's for sure because
absolutely,
shit can happen,
absolutely,
you know. But it's gonna be very soon.
So now that you're with Miguel, where do you train out of?
I give boxing classes at a different gym. So, like usually the strength and conditioning and like when we practice technique, I do it at the gym that I train at or at the gym that I work at.
Which is what? What gym is that?
It's Tribe.
Tribe?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it Tribe Boxing or is that?
No, they do like a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Like
there's a ring or no ring?
There's no ring.
So fitness gym.
Yeah, but we get it like when we go, it's usually us by ourselves. So like complete privacy and everything. We can practice everything.
And then he takes you to Top Rank for sparring.
Yeah, but I can technically I can do the all the trainings at Top Rank. You know, I just have it that way, I guess.
And I hear you're going there today.
Yeah.
Who are you supposed to spar with today?
Gabriel Flores.
Oh,
okay.
I might have to. Damn, I need a fucking haircut. I might have to show up. Yeah.
Don't forget we're scheduled Friday. Yep. Wow. So for you,
have you sparred with Flores before?
Yeah.
He loads up a lot. I hope his father's watching.
He's very good. I can tell you that.
He is good, but he loads up. In sparring, anyway. He be. No?
Well, with me, I don't.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay, so maybe everybody's different.
Well, I move a lot. I have a very awkward style. I can tell you that. Like.
Southpaw or orthodox?
Southpaw. My last name means left.
Izquierdo. Yeah, Izquierdo. I was thinking that when I read it. I'm like, okay. So obviously that's your last name, though. I couldn't just assume that you were left-handed.
Yeah.
But, you know, I saw
it. That's just a cool coincidence.
Yeah, no, I saw it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's really Izquierdo. That's really left-handed. So.
And so when's the last time you've been back to Costa Rica?
I haven't been back.
What?
Yeah.
So 5 years.
Yeah.
So you came straight from Costa Rica here.
Yeah.
What's that story? How'd you get here?
Well, I came here with like certain purposes. I knew I had to do something very quick because I made a deal with my father. If something doesn't happen within a month, I just go back, go get in the university, and forget about.
Because he wanted you to go to school.
Yeah, he has always supported me. Like I did 70 fights in amateur, 3 times national champion. I was in the Olympic team for a while, and he went to every fight of mine, except the ones that were outside of the country. You know, like
that's great.
The Olympic trials in Brazil. You know,
Wow, you got to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that smile.
Well,
how old are you now?
27.
Okay.
I was 17 when I went there.
Wow. Long time ago.
Yeah. First time I became national champion. I was like the youngest you can be.
Wow. That's an accomplishment. Definitely an accolade, man.
So out of those amateur fights, what was your amateur record?
I lost 10.
Okay, so about 60-10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody has a big gym out there in Costa Rica. Who is it, Ness? It's a female fighter.
Castavaggi.
Oh, no. Hannah Gabriel. And Brian Valoria, right? He's married to her. Vasquez, yeah, he's married to her.
Yeah.
They got a gym together out there.
I used to spar with him too.
What? He's so small.
But I wasn't big, you know. I was.
Nah, listen, work is work. He was a world champ.
But
I was like 18.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So he probably wasn't 47.
Yeah.
How much were you weighing around that time?
I would fight still at 47, but I would walk around like a 150.
Right, because obviously you got to weigh in and whatnot.
And he would be walking around even heavier than me. You know.
So even back home, you were getting some good sparring and whatnot. Obviously, not the same.
Oh yeah.
Not the same as
Within 3 weeks,
Vegas.
I sparred with Mayweather as soon as I came here. Technically, Brian Vasquez was the first one that I sparred that was a world champion, but he was just interim. You know, so I don't really count it.
Okay.
So my first ever
full
sparring,
world champion was
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. So wait, did you ever spar Gervonta?
Yeah.
So what was that like when you eventually did spar him? Because I know obviously when you sparred Floyd, that was you were under the impression you were gonna spar Tank. So when you finally did spar Tank, what was that like?
Well, they called me several times to spar with him.
Okay.
They also paid very good. Like I have no complaints about that. It was like
You're lucky that they paid you.
So did you have him for camp or like were you in a camp with him or?
I was focused on Mayweather. I was on the Mayweather camp. Like he would take me for all the press conference tour. He took me to LA, then to New York, and we ended up going to Miami a little bit later. But
Damn, you was living that life.
it was fucking great.
I'm sure.
What was that like? I mean, if you're coming from Costa Rica, hold on. You're coming from Costa Rica. Your dad tells you got 1 month to make shit happen. And 3 weeks later, you're sparring Floyd. Now you're
That's the definition of making it happen.
Now you're flying all over the country, to these press conferences and stuff. Like, what was that like for you?
Like
surreal or
yeah, like pretty much you just will never expect something like that to happen in your life. For me, Mayweather was a god, in those times Mayweather was like, you just see him on TV and you cannot even begin to imagine how crazy would it be to be in the ring. And the first time I ever sparred him, I remember having the thoughts, like when I could see his eyes looking at me, I'm like, so this is what Pacquiao felt.
I love it, man.
It's just incredible. It's even hard to believe for me.
I mean, it's honestly historic to say that I helped Floyd prepare himself for his last professional fight.
And also the highest profile in terms of money.
No, absolutely.
In history.
No, actually... No, I'm pretty sure Pacquiao is still number 1, but that's second, right? Mayweather McGregor did second.
No.
What you mean?
Mayweather took a little bit more than 100 million for Pacquiao, and Mayweather took more than 300 million for McGregor.
No, I'm talking about in terms of
pay-per-view
sales and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was more.
No, Pacquiao was more. Pacquiao was more than Mayweather McGregor. Not by like I want to say maybe by like 800,000. I think Mayweather Pacquiao did 4.8 and Mayweather McGregor did 4.2 million, which that's still second highest ever, you know. But obviously, in terms of the purses you are, you know, that you speak of, that's
A whole different world.
that's a different ball game. But man, that's crazy. 3 weeks later to be sparring with Floyd.
When I called my father, as I was done, I'm like, well, I did this. He said, like, do you expect me to believe that shit? Like, you take pictures or something. I'm like, no. If I would even take my phone out, the bodyguards would just fucking kill me. There was one time when we were in a hotel in Miami that I was just talking, like, in video call with my father, but I was holding it like this, and I was just roaming, walking around. And out of nowhere, I turn, and Mayweather is right in front of me, and I have pretty much the phone pointed at him. Even though the camera was facing me, when shit like that happens, the security go crazy. But Mayweather recognized me. He got really annoyed, but he didn't say anything, and nobody beat the shit out of me, you know. But it was I freaked out a lot, you know.
Yo, you're hilarious.
No, you know, it's funny. It's funny because I got to go out with one of his fighters, and I was with the fighter, but you know, they're like, oh, we're going here, and that was like our second or third place we were going to, and Floyd was there, and I'm on my phone, and I could tell like the security like looking at me, but they saw like one of them looked. And they saw that they looked at my phone and they saw that I wasn't like doing anything. I was just texting somebody back. So they was cool. But I was like, you know, I just try to be mindful because, you know, these people, they live lives where they got to watch everything they do because eyes are always on them. And I feel that they don't get to live somewhat of a normal life. So I understand where fighters come from because now being in the industry and being around fighters, I get it. Like, sometimes you want to go out to eat with your family and nobody fuck with you. Like,
you can't even walk in the park.
You can't do anything. Like where can Floyd go? Well, like, where can Floyd go by himself that nobody will bother him?
Nowhere.
Maybe like Dubai or Qatar or something like that.
Or
where people
all you got to do is stand next to AJ, and no one was bothering him.
Anthony Joshua. Oh, I met him after. Well, it was during sparring with Mayweather. I remember getting in clinch, and I looked like around the gym, and Anthony Joshua was right in the corner. I'm like, fuck. That's cool.
Yo, and that's when he was still heavyweight champ.
That was immediately after he won against Klitschko. So it was like he was beginning. his prime.
He was huge.
Yeah, he was blowing up.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
blowing up
what's
like you thought I would?
What's that? You're in a clinch with Floyd Mayweather, right? So you guys are hugging at this. It's not hugging, but you know, you're literally in a clinch with Floyd, and then you see the unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, in the corner. Like, how do you process that and still?
You don't process it. You're living in
Cloud nine.
Did it make you perform better?
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, when you finally, because obviously, you know, I showed. Actually, I don't know that I did. But you have several pictures with Floyd. You did an entire camp with him. So there was that time when you were able to show your father, I'm not lying. This is truly what I'm doing. When you were able to prove to him that you were actually in camp with Floyd, what was that like? And like, what was his reaction? You know, because he gave you an ultimatum. So what was his reaction to it?
You can keep doing your own stuff. You know, he didn't have a choice but to believe me at that point. You know, it was several pictures already.
Austin. No, yes, I just wanted to show this picture. One of the pictures of you and Floyd, obviously in the gym. This is somewhere else.
In Miami.
Oh, this is in Miami.
Yeah.
Damn, so you did the bike ride with him?
Yeah.
Damn,
we
bro.
were gonna go to.
You got to do everything.
He was gonna take me to Canada and New York because there were 2 press conferences there.
Yeah, Canada and the UK, there was press conferences.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in London.
I would have been at the same time. That shit would have drove me crazy to be hanging with Floyd all that time, to be expecting a deal, and then all of a sudden he just disappears.
No, I mean,
Was it depressing?
Well, it got me sad for a while, but
No dark places though.
well, yeah,
Really?
we live in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, we just get used to
We're molded by it.
it. Yeah.
What is it?
what would you say? What would you say was the biggest takeaway for you from that Floyd, sparring? Like, what were you able to learn the most from, or what is something that you were able to use to this day? What was your biggest takeaway from?
The best of the biggest thing that he added on my own, on my own way of fighting, was confidence, because you know that there is no fighter is gonna be better than him, and I already did a good job with the best of the best, even though it's very relative. People say Pacquiao was better in certain aspects, but in that point he has just won against Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
So the capability of saying okay, pretty much anybody that I'm gonna spar or fight for the rest of my life are not gonna be as hard as him. You will have to miss 5 punches to even land one. And I'm fast, like Mayweather told me, you're faster than McGregor, but you're not faster than me. And I would still...
Did you bet?
No.
Why? I know you had to have heard, throughout the gym, that he was gonna stop him on a certain round.
I knew, no, but I didn't have to hear it. I could see what he was doing in sparring, and I could see what he was
But you didn't know
do.
the round, though.
I know.
Because he bet.
Because there was rumors that he was betting on himself.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't know? Why not fucking put nothing?
Well, they are very quiet in that gym. You don't see them talking about business or anything like that. They're always talking just like very superficial type of stuff. Very materialistic. But that's how they are, especially because everybody sees Mayweather as a bank if you work with him.
What do you mean by that?
If he wouldn't have money, he wouldn't have friends. Because he has nothing to contribute as a person. Only money. That's what I mean.
Why do you think he has nothing to contribute as a person?
Because of what I not because of what he did to me, but because of hanging out around them and around the whole social circle there. I could tell that it's people that they won't even motivate you or anything. They're just there to suck Mayweather's dick, and that's it. But no,
Tell it how it is, champ. Tell it how it is.
in my country, you say it like that.
No, listen, in America too. You know what I'm saying? When there's a dick rider, there's a dick rider. Listen, I think that's pretty much it, though. You have any more?
No, that's it for me, champ.
If you want to give out any social media, please do so. I want to thank you for coming on, man. You have been great.
Thank you, man.
We look forward to getting you back on as soon as you and Miguel figure it out. When you get a new fight, let Bo know, and we'll get you back on the schedule.
Of course. Thank you, man. I really appreciated my Instagram. The thing is that even though I should say my whole name, my name is Arturo Izquierdo, put it as a tag on my Instagram. For Americans, it's very hard to write my last name, because the QUI that is not pronounced is Izquierdo or something like that. So my tag in Instagram is just Artuizq, ARTUIZQ.
So that's
all right, let me get a screen share.
ARTUIZQ.
Screen share. There you go. So this is it right here. If you want to find him. Damn. So that means you spar Keith.
Oh yeah, a lot of times. Well, I was training at Bones.
Yeah, I know.
He's a very close friend of mine. We have met for a long, I met him a long time ago.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take this quick intermission, take a picture, and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Arturo.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.